Hello, I'm Andy and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot, Your Love Story, and this is for January the 2018, and especially for you coming from Aries. Now the first card that I'm going to pull is going to do regarding your first 15 or so days of January. And let's see what I pulled. It's not going to be an easy card for you. And it says that from the 1st of January up to about the 15th or 16th or so of January, you can attract a lot of difficulties in areas of romance. And if you find a romance during this first 16 days or so of January, you're going to find the romance coming with a lot of problems. Personal related problems, financial related problems, and even a person who might be very aggressive. So be careful, you in Aries, that you're going to attract somebody who will be all these things. Now, I'm not saying don't go for that love affair. What I'm saying is think twice about getting into it too fast. Take some time, do some homework, and find out more about this person. Now, if you have an ongoing romance, it's going to be a very jittery, very nervous kind of a period for the first 16 days of January 2018. And you have to be careful that many things can be ignited. Something said, something done, even your stance, even the way you are handling your body language. All these situations make your first 15-16 days in an ongoing romance very tough. If you want to save that romance, you have to work very hard. You can't afford to show your temper for sure. You cannot become provocative by being sarcastic. I see the planet on this card of Mercury, and it's upside down, which means that all miscommunication and miscalculation. So be very cautious there. Now let's go to your state of marriage. The same rules almost apply to marriage, except that marriage is different from a romance. It is a long-term tie-up with a lot of commitments, and so I worry that your first 15 or 16 days of January are going to put a lot of pressure on your marriage situation. It may come from you, it may come from your marriage partner, and it's you who is listening to me. So take care that whatever you do in your marriage area in the first 15, 16, 17 days, try to take the soft approach, try to be understanding, try to show appreciation one way or another. Don't try to be offensive or confrontative. Otherwise, I can see a lot of issues turning around you. There is a signal on this on this card, that you can probably control it because your position seems to be central, which means that you can take charge. And so it's all up to you in the first 15 or 16 days in the area of marriage. Now, the extended family may also cause you problems. And the extended family means that interference from siblings or from parents. So don't want to get them involved in your first 15 or 16 or 17 days of January. Otherwise, you're going to really have your back to the wall. Now let me pull the next card. And this will be for the last 15 days or so of January for you. And it keeps going against you. In fact, it's got worse. Now it shows complications which can be very long-term, and this can be based on finances, this can be based on miscalculation, misinformation. Something said, done, something wrong is going to blow up into your last 15, 16 days. So let's first go to the area of romance. And again, if you have a new romance found in the last 15 days or so, be very careful. It's a very long-winded kind of a card saying that problems come from the past and problems are also new and difficulties are found to find a solution. So it's an ongoing right to the end of the month of having trouble in your romance area which is existing already. And if you find a new romance in your last 15 days, I I wouldn't celebrate for you. I'll say that there's a lot of tie-ups. There's a lot of uncertainty in the background of this person. This person is still complicated somewhere else and trying to get free. And so you will inherit someone who will come with a lot of unsureness. But that's all right, because people who break up somewhere, when they find a safe harbor somewhere else. I have nothing against that. But here there seems to be not much solution. So play the waiting game or take it easy in the last 15 days with a new romance. Don't promise the earth, and just bide your time to see what the month of February might bring for you. Now in your marriage area, the main reason here for the trouble is based on finances of some kind. Either you have the financial issue problem, or your marriage partner has that problem. Whatever it is the central cause of difficulty. Now, it's again the card of Mercury, it's tracking you. And again it says, miscommunications, words said hastily, behavior done hastily must stop. And then it says again that difficulties in relationships amount to difficulties of no cooperation. Well, it's you listening to me, it's not your marriage partner listening to me. So you have to urge the cooperation from your side, start that way. You have to urge the communications to be very good, start that way. It will slowly overflow to your marriage area, and you will be able to bring the control less and less. Neither of these cards which I've pulled for the first 15 or 16 days and the last 15 days or so, neither of them are a totality, meaning that nothing ends in the breaking area. It just shows that your situation is very fragile, and in the marriage and romance area or romance area. And if you're not careful, you will find that it will be a very strenuous time in this area for you. Regarding your marriage, it shows some complications of some kind which is difficult for you or your marriage partner to come out of. Could be a debt of some kind, could be a promise made somewhere else and complications coming that way. You'll have to keep your nose clean, and you'll have to, otherwise things can be exposed looking at this card. It's a lock-up kind of a situation, meaning that there's hardly any escape. So you'll just have to stay within this area of difficulty and slowly soften the area, and you'll be able to work it well. I just want to talk to you about your health for a little while. What I can detect here, firstly, is a lot of allergy troubles of some kind or another for you in the month of January. And the other is, because I see the planet Mercury, my mind goes to gastric problems a lot as well. And both of these can be caused by tremendous pressure and tremendous stress upon you. So it's going to be a month of stress. Well, you heard it from me, and you will say, fine, I'm going to lie low, I'm not going to expose myself to risk, I'm going to be careful what I say, what I do, and the days will go by. And you'll be able to, with my advice given, you'll be able to do much better. I want to talk to you about your lucky dates. Now, every month, however bad the month is, you're going to have some lucky dates. And your lucky dates are the 9th, the 18th, and the 27th. And these lucky dates are going to be extremely good for you, where you can find solutions, where you can get very lucky to find a good romance, and your aura is being projected on the 9th, 18th, and 27th. Now, your lucky ages that I've pulled from this card, because of the sign of Mercury basically, are the ages of 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, or 72, or even 81. If you're of these ages, you're going to find a lot of luck and a lot of solutions. So you may be able to override these difficulties I worry for you, whether in romance or whether in areas of marriage. Now, your lucky colors to make you extremely lucky would be the color red. And I also see the sign, because that's the color of Mercury, the color red. And I would say that the chances of you being able to find solutions would be helped by wearing the color gray. So try undergarments, top garments, a handkerchief, try to be in contact with these two colors to get that extra energy to fight your way through. Now, there will be a zodiac sign which is going to trouble you, and that person would come from Capricorn. So be very careful from somebody in Capricorn who's going to ask you favors or is going to ask you some kind of help, but you cannot afford to, because there will be a disappointment, there will be a letdown, there will be many sorts of interference from this person. So don't share your secrets with this person, don't discuss your personal affairs with this person. Now, a secret longing for somebody or wanting an attachment to, I also feel this person would come from Capricorn or from Aquarius. So every chance of somebody from Capricorn or Aquarius, they are attracting you. And this, when I say secret, it means a complicated, it means cannot be out in the open, it means it's got to be kept as a secret. So there will be an attraction for you. And for all you know, the month is going to be very difficult. So could it be that this attraction to somewhere may be also added to some trouble for you? Well, this is what I have to tell you for the month of January. And I'm already Skyping, and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And during this 90 minutes, I will look after your next 5, 6 or 7 years in all areas of your life. I would be asking you your date of birth and your time of birth, and I will look at your palms, and while we Skype, I will face read you as well, and I will use Kabbalistic tarot cards if I need to as well. And so I look forward to you getting a message from you through Skype or Facebook or the email, and let's get down to getting your next 5, 6 or 7 years right. Until then, happy hunting. I wish you peace in your areas of love and romance and marriage as well, and family relations as well. Thank you and goodbye.